So, begin with your knees bent and placing your feet flat on the floor, hip distance apart. And just taking a moment here, just settle here, see how that feels. Make sure that you have got maybe near you a cushion, blocks, books if you don't have blocks, in case you need a little bit of extra lift. You may need your strap today, so just make sure you've got things with you to help you. And if any of these exercises make your lower back twinge, then just rest and don't do them. So the first thing I want you to do with your knees bent, feet flat on the floor, is you're going to just practice tilting the pelvis. So you have a natural arch, some people are more pronounced than others, underneath your back here, and you're going to lift your pelvis so that that arch is increased. And then you're going to dip your tummy muscles so that the arch disappears. And we're going to follow this with our breathing. So if you can close your eyes, you don't need to look at me. As you inhale, you're going to arch that, increase that arch. And as you exhale, you're going to dip your back down towards the floor. So inhaling, pressing and increasing the arch. And as you exhale, tilting the pelvis back and pressing the spine into the floor. Inhale to rock, and exhale to press back down. And just going through this with your own breath, really focusing on. And once you've got the action and you've got your breath synchronized with that action, really start to think about, as you breathe in, filling your body with the breath as well. So as you inhale, bringing the breath from your tummy all the way up through the front of your body. And as you exhale, pressing the air back down and through. Repeating this, relaxing, make sure you're relaxed. Relax around your eyes, relax your face. Nothing should be too stressful. And just before we finish doing this breath, think about pressing your feet into the floor as well. So we're talking still in the grounding of your feet through the floor, drawing that energy to come up through your legs into the belly area. And then just relax in your natural place and just hug your knees in towards your chest. Taking your hands on the top of your knees. You can still have your eyes closed. And just circle your knees all the way around. Inhaling as your knees go away and exhaling as you draw them in. And then changing direction here. So we're going to come into a very gentle hip opener. So dropping your feet back towards the floor, make your feet the width of your mat. So the sides of your feet are on the sides of your mat, so your knees are apart. You can have your hands resting out in cactus arms or just in T arms. And just gently you're going to windscreen wipe your legs from side to side with bent knees. Take it slow to start with, so just warming into your hips, warming into your body. Always, morning classes were a bit stiffer. So you're going to rock from side to side. And if it feels good, you can speed that action up. If it doesn't feel good, you can stop doing it. So whatever is working for you, just rocking from side to side. This action brings your awareness into your sacrum. Takes a moment for you to just tune into that area of your body, see how it's feeling today. And the next time your knees are over onto your right side, just hold them there. You'll start to feel a stretch coming into the front of your left hip. Just hold and breathe. And remember to relax. And then inhale, come back through centre and drop your knees to the other side. Inhale to come back through centre. Bring your hands back down by your sides. Figure of 4 with your right leg, crossing your right leg over and dropping your right knee out to the side. Now you can just have that knee out to the side, holding it there with your hand. But if it's in your practice and you have done it before, you can draw your left leg in and take hold of the back of your left thigh. So you're sliding your right hand through the gap and your left hand is on the outside of your left leg. And then extending your left leg up towards the ceiling, if that's in your practice. If not, just keep the leg bent. Extending the left leg up and flexing both feet, and just hold and breathe. Nice, relaxed hip opener. Good if you have like sciatic pains in your legs and your hips. Try to relax the upper body. Feel the grounding of the upper body. Nothing is too lifted, or you're not using too much energy in the top of the body. As you exhale, bend that left leg and then slide your left foot along the floor. Drop your right knee over even more. Arms out to a T and just twist over towards the left. And you can turn your gaze over towards your right fingertips. Just holding that position, opening into the shoulders, both shoulders engaged onto the mat. As you inhale, come back through your centre, uncross your right leg and bring your left leg over into your figure of 4. And again, quite happily just working that hip out here, pressing through your left hip. Or if it's in your practice, bring your right leg up off the floor, take hold of the back of the thigh and extending that right leg up. And then flexing both your feet. So in flexing your feet, you're also beginning to warm through the back of your Achilles and the back of your calf. As you exhale, bending that right leg, placing the foot on the floor, cross your left leg over even more, and then extending yourself into your twist, twisting your knees. You might have to scoot your hips over and twisting your body over to the right. Turn your gaze towards your left fingertips, just holding your twist. As you inhale, unravel, come back to centre and just hug both knees in for a moment. And then I'd like you to bring your legs up. If you know that this isn't going to work for your lower back, then just hug your knees in. But I'd like you to bring your legs up into a wide legs. You can have your hands down by your sides just to support yourself. Or you can have your hands into your T position. So we're going to be working into our tummy muscles now. I'm just going to turn around on my mat so you can see what we're doing. So with your legs wide, You're going to have your arms in your T position, and you're going to slowly drop your right leg over towards the floor, allowing your hips to flow with you, so your left leg is coming over too, and then you drop your left leg over towards your right, balancing them on top of each other. If this is too much, you can just stay with your legs wide. You're still working your core. Then you're going to inhale, draw your left leg up, bringing your right leg off the floor, gently rolling so your left leg goes down towards the mat, and then your right leg will join it. With control, a nice fluid action, trying to keep both shoulders engaged onto the mat. Let's go up, back through your center, so bring your right leg, taking your legs over, dropping your right leg to the floor, bring your left leg over to join it. If this is easy for you, you can go a lot faster than I'm doing it. Just be careful that you're not jerking into the movement. A nice gentle flow, going back towards the left side, coming back up through center. One more, dropping your right leg, bring your left leg over to join it, both shoulders still on the floor. Inhaling, bringing that left leg back up to wide legs. Exhale, dropping the left leg, bringing the right leg over. Good. Inhale, come back to center and hug your knees in and circle your knees. And then from there, rock yourself up, come up to sitting. We're going to come into Baddha Konasana. So you have your soles of your feet together, and you're just gently, like butterfly wings, flapping those wings, opening into your inner groin area. You can do this with your breath, feeling yourself nice and relaxed. And then holding the position, just holding that position, keeping yourself nice and straight back. Close your eyes, relax your face, maybe try and smile. And then release your feet. Again, coming with your wide legs, keeping your back nice and upright. If you need to, you can release your hips, taking the bum cheeks out. And then very gently roll yourself forward. If you need to place your hands on a block or a blanket or whatever, just to feel a little bit more secure. And just gently drop your head forward and breathing here. As you inhale, come up, taking the sides of your legs. Draw your legs together. I'm just going to turn on my mat, and we're coming into our boat position. So variations, you can just hold this position. This might be your place for today. If you want to take your hands, release your hands into half boat. And then if you feel energized and ready in the morning, you can straighten your legs. Just holding the position. Your gaze, if your legs are extended, is towards your toes. Keep drawing those tummy muscles in. As you exhale, cross your feet, rock yourself over, and make yourself into your tabletop position. Come to the center of your mat. Wrists underneath your shoulders, knees are underneath your hips. And we're going to really fluidly flow our tabletop cat-cow. So as you inhale, lower and look up. As you exhale, rolling up and back. Inhale to lower and look up. And exhale to roll. And now I'd like you to close your eyes and just keep feeling your body rolling into these actions. Dropping your tummy as you come up and look up. Drawing your tummy in as you roll into the shoulder blades. And then the next time I want you to just roll back, sit back onto your heels, close your eyes and just feel your body. Maybe come into some C stretches here, pressing through your hands. This warms into your wrists, your hips. Just keep your eyes closed. Don't think about anything, just feel what your body wants you to do. And then once you come round, change direction, go to the other side. And then come back to your tabletop position. And taking your knees slightly wider, sit back into your child's pose. Extending your fingertips away, relaxing into the lower back area. On your next inhale, come back into your tabletop, checking your foundation, and bring your right leg out to the side in your dog leg. So your leg is holding out to the side, the knee is bent, and I want you to begin to circle that knee. And the next time, change direction, going back the other way, lifting the knee as high as you can. Keep drawing the tummy muscles in. And then place your right knee back down onto the mat. Raise your left leg out to the side and begin to circle. Changing direction. Place your knee back down and sit back down in your child's pose just to rebalance. And as you inhale, come through your tabletop, tuck your toes under, press up through your knees, lifting into your downward facing dog and begin to walk the dog. Bending one leg and then the other. Warming into the back of your heels, the back of your calves. Then press both heels down towards the mat, holding that position. Drop your head, give your head a little shake, release that tension. Maybe rocking your downward dog a bit, feel how your body is feeling. You can flow it a little bit, moving forwards and back. Maybe come into a high plank, whatever works, pressing into your downward dog. And the next time you're back into your downward dog, gently walk your feet towards your hands and just drop for ragdoll. Take hold of your elbows, knees bent. Just hang in your forward fold. Beginning to straighten one leg and then the other. And then wherever you are, either with bent knees or with straight legs, just relax your hands down. And just holding here. No tension in your neck. And if you've straightened your legs completely, bend your knees and slowly roll yourself all the way up position. So coming for your Tadasana position, so your toes, big toes touching, heels slightly apart, and standing quite close to the front of your mat. And we're just going to do some warming up with our arms and our shoulders. So as you inhale, raise your arms up, and as you exhale, flowing your arms back down. Inhale, rolling your arms up. Exhale. Maybe close your eyes and see if you can fluid this movement as though you're floating through water, moving the water away as you raise your arms, sliding back down as you slide your arms back down by your sides. And just one more, inhale and exhale. Taking your feet just a little bit further apart, we're going to do a flow in our forward fold. If you find forward fold is not all the way to the floor, you can have 2 blocks or books or maybe a chair in front of you so that you can have a bit more of a relaxed forward fold. So you can have your hands on your blocks and just fold forward. Otherwise, coming up to standing, raising your arms up, stretch up through your ribs. And as you exhale, gently forward fold, feeling the fluidity of the body. Inhale to roll yourself back up again. Very carefully on the lower back. Exhale to roll down, just feeling the flow. Inhale up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale and exhale. Inhale to come up, and as you exhale, bring your hands back down by your sides. So we're going to do a different stretch. I'll turn so you can see. I want you to take your hand behind your back, so take your right arm behind, hold on to your left arm, and draw your arms down and away. And then you're going to turn your head so your left ear is coming towards your left shoulder. So this stops us hunching up, and we still can get a very nice stretch into the side of the neck. Just holding here and breathe. You can play with the position, turn your head, draw your hands more, just allowing that stretch to open the side of the neck. And gently come up through your center, changing the grip, changing your arm, so your left arm is now holding your right, drawing those shoulders down, and then taking your right ear to your right shoulder, and just holding that position and breathe. Inhale to come up. As you inhale, raise your arms up, take your right hand to your left wrist and tilt your body over to the right, stretching over and away, pressing through your left heel, feeling a stretch all down the left side of your body. And as you inhale, come up, changing the grip, open to the other side. Inhale to come up. Exhale, come Tadasana, ready for we're going to vinyasa into our next pose. As you inhale, raise your arms up, hands together, look at your thumbs. As you exhale, swan dive forward, tucking your head in. Inhale onto your fingertips to look up, flat back. Hands flat, bend your knees, step back to your plank. Lower your knees, lower your chest all the way down to the floor, move your blocks. Inhaling, coming up into your cobra. Exhale to lower, Tuck your toes under. Inhale, press back to your downward facing dog. Adjusting for one breath. As you inhale, raise your right leg up. As you exhale, bring your right knee to the outside of your right elbow. Inhale to extend your leg up. Exhale, bring your right knee to your right elbow. Inhale to extend. And one more, right knee to right elbow. Inhale to extend. This time, step your right foot to the floor, in between your hands, drop your left knee down towards the mat. Coming into your lunge position, as you inhale, raise your arms up, stretching up and looking back behind you, opening into the front of your hip. Exhale, folding your hands back down, gaze towards the floor. Inhale, raise your arms up. Exhale, bring your hands back down towards the mat, gaze towards the floor. One more. Inhale, opening into the chest. And as you exhale, hands back down to the mat, tuck your left toes under, step back to your plank. Lower your knees, lower your chest. Inhaling cobra. Exhale. Tuck your toes under, inhale, press back to your downward facing dog. Adjust for one breath. As you inhale, raise your left leg up. Bend your left knee, take your knee to your left elbow. Inhale to extend the leg up. Exhale, knee to left elbow. Inhale to extend. Exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale to extend. And this time, step your left foot towards the mat. You can use your hand to help you if you need to. Drop your right knee down, coming into your lunge on the other side. Taking a moment here, get your position, and then as you inhale, raise your arms up, taking your arms up and over, gazing behind you. As you exhale, bring your gaze forward, a fluid movement looking towards the floor. Inhale, raise your arms up. Exhale, flow forward. Inhale, raise your arms up. Exhale to flow forward. Hands flat, tuck your back toes under, step back to your plank. Lower your knees and lower your chest or lower your body, chaturanga. Inhaling upward dog or cobra. Exhale to lower. Tuck your toes under and inhale, press back to your downward facing dog. Adjust and breathe. If you need to rest, you can come into tabletop from here. Take a moment, check in around the face and the jaw, making sure you're not clenching your teeth. On your next inhale, raise your right leg up, bend your right knee and step so your right knee comes to the back of your right wrist, ready for pigeon pose. So if you haven't done pigeon pose before, or you know that it doesn't work for you, you don't like it, you can lie on your back and come into the figure of four that we did at the beginning. But if you are happy coming into pigeon pose, your right knee is by your right wrist and your right foot is as close to your left hand as you can get it. Some people can have it right up here and still feel really comfortable. Wherever you are, you're going to slide this left leg further back, leveling your hips and coming up onto your fingertips. You're going to press through your fingertips. You can take them slightly wider than your hip, than your foot and your knee. Pressing your chest forward, and we're coming into a flow in our pigeon. So as you exhale, bend your knees and lower your chest and your forehead towards the floor. Inhale to press up and look up, stretching in the neck. exhale, bend your elbows, folding forward. Inhale, open and press up. Exhale to lower. Inhale to press up. And then this time as you lower, we're just going to hold our pigeon. You can have your forehead down, you can have your arms on a block or a book, wherever you are, just resting in your pigeon for a couple of breaths. And as you inhale, come up, coming back up with your hands on either side of that front leg. You can place your right hand onto the floor. If you find that this is your space for today, then just hold in this position. If you want to try and you know your knees are going to cope, bring your left leg in and take hold of your foot and turn to look over your left shoulder. As you exhale, release. Tuck those left toes under. So walk that foot back in a little bit and press yourself back into your downward dog. And just walk the dog there, just to stretch out the back of that leg. As you inhale, raise your left leg up, bend your left knee and take your left knee to the back of your left wrist, pigeon pose on the other side. Walking your right leg further back. Just be careful, one side will feel different, our bodies are never the same on both sides. So wherever you are, you can pad underneath the hip if you need to for more stability. Inhaling to look up, turning the gaze towards the sky. As you exhale, bending your elbows, taking your forehead down. Inhale to press and look up. Exhale to lower. Inhale to press and look up. Exhale to lower. Inhale, one more. I think I lost my count there. Looking up. And as you exhale, lower, coming in to pigeon on the other side, dropping your forehead to the mat or onto your blocks or onto your elbows and just resting here. Think about drawing your tummy muscles in whilst you're lying in pigeon. And inhale to come up. And again, if this was like your edge today, this is where you want to stay, that's absolutely fine. Or perhaps this knee doesn't feel as nice as the other side. If you want to have a go, bring your right foot in, take your right hand behind you and turn to gaze over towards your right foot, over your right shoulder, and breathe. As you exhale, lower, tuck those toes under to walk that leg in a little bit and press yourself back into your downward dog. And just resting in downward dog, stretching into the backs of those legs. From here, step, jump, or float yourself through to your sitting position and extend your legs out in front of you. So your legs are straight, your toes are drawn up towards you. You can begin coming into the finishing poses now. Placing your hands on either side of your hips, you can press through your hands, maybe drawing your heels off the mat slightly, holding the position just for a couple of breaths. The spine is nice and straight, the shoulders, shoulder blades slightly drawn together. Exhale, releasing Dandasana, and inhale, raise your arms up, stretching into the ribs and the upper back, and as you exhale, forward fold into Paschimottanasana, using your strap if you have a strap or your tie, or just taking your hands onto your legs, but just find a place where you can stretch to your space this morning. Close your eyes and just breathing here. Relax in the jaw, relax the face, making your breath nice and steady. As you inhale, look up. As you exhale, release, bending your knees so your feet are hip distance apart, and just have a moment, nice straight back, just straighten your back up here. If you know that rolling down isn't something that you like doing, that your back doesn't enjoy it, then just lie down from here. If you want to, we're going to fluidly roll, making that sort of water element again with our bodies, like the sea rolling in. So you're going to roll yourself low and then roll yourself back up. And just finding your space. You can close your eyes, have your eyes open, just finding a way that you can roll, draw your tummy muscles in as you go back, rolling back and up. Just keep going. Maybe go as low as you can without bringing tension into your face and your shoulders. Keep drawing those tummy muscles in. And the next time we go rolling back, roll all the way back. Taking your time, drop your shoulders, rolling all the way down and gently relaxing into your Shavasana. So you can have yourself central on your mat with your palms turning up towards the ceiling and your feet rolling out to the side. If you wish, you can bring the soles of your feet together and just gently resting with the legs wide here and coming into your breath and your body. So whichever position you have chosen for the last part of our relaxation, I would just like you to picture your body floating in water. As you feel yourself becoming more and more relaxed, you're safe, and all effort and tension eases away from every muscle, every part of your body. And then thinking about how the body is fluid, all the areas of the energy flowing through your body, relaxing and releasing any tension all the way around you. And whilst you're feeling this sensation watery sensation through your body. Just repeating in your mind, I am fully in my body. I am connected to my feelings. Any other thoughts come in, just let them go. Just come back to those words. I am fully in my body. I am connected to my feelings. Take a big deep breath in, bring yourself back, and as you inhale, stretch your arms up above your head, point through your fingers, point through your toes, stretch through your whole body. Just relaxing there for a moment. Inhale, draw your knees in towards your chest and give yourselves a hug and a moment of gratitude. Dropping yourself onto your right hand side, gently resting there for a moment. And then when you're ready, pressing yourself up to a comfortable seated position. And just for a moment, maybe placing your hands so you have one hand inside the other in front of you, and just picturing cupping water in your hand. Just resting there for a couple of breaths. And then if you wish to, bring your hands together in prayer position in front of your heart. May you be happy, may you be healthy, and may you always be enough. Namaste.